My students, all along from lesson 14, I taught you about using adverbs. Now, this is now the good lesson, the simple lesson, but the critical one, because it needs you to pay attention keenly. Now, I want to teach you about what we call direct and indirect objects. Now, the direct objects, these are objects that receive actions directly. These are actions that the predicate makes impact onto them directly. They face the wrath of the verb. I have just symbolically stated that they face the direct wrath of the predicate, which is the verb. And we have also indirect objects. These are the angels. Their wrath is a bit lesser because they receive the wrath of the predicate in a lesser tone. You will understand that when I keep on explaining. Come with me. Now, number one, when we are studying about direct and indirect objects, what we want to know and identify is this. This helps us identify who or what is receiving the action of the verb. So we are now moving a notch higher to know what or who received the action of the verb. For example, we have good, beautiful examples here, but be keen. Right. Our first example. John kicked the ball. As always, I'll always tell you all about these words. John will be our subject. Now, John and kicked will be what? Our predicate. This is the action. Now, John kicked the ball. We have John, who is the subject. We have kicked, which is the predicate, that is the verb, and also the action. He kicked now the ball. Now the ball is our immediate object that has faced the action of who? John. So this brings us to a point that now this is a direct object. The ball, that is, ball will be our direct object because John has done something and has done an action towards the ball, which is now our what? Direct object. Now let's move to the next example. She bought a book. Now she is our pronoun, now which is the subject. Now here, remember, we are moving to, we don't now call things literally, we can't say they are pronouns or nouns, we will call them subjects. Now she is our subject. Bought, we all know it is simple. This is the verb, this is the action, and also the predicate. So she bought. Now what was bought? A book. So a book faces the wrath of being done what? Bought. By who? By she. Who is she? The subject. Get these things clearly. You must understand them properly. Now come with me. This is now the critical example of it all. Come with me. I gave him a gift. Now, this is critical. I gave him a gift. Number one, can you identify with me the indirect object here? Now, I said this, that direct object faces the wrath of the verb. For example, what is our verb here? Give. Give is our verb, which is what? The predicate. Now this verb here, this is I is our subject, which is rather, as in lesson course 1 I taught you, it's the pronoun. Now I, the subject, gave the predicate. Now gave, what is this action? What is affected with this action? We have him here and we have a gift. So probably the direct object here, it's a gift. It is affected with giving. Don't be dumbfounded and think that him will be our direct object. Our direct object is a gift because it has been affected by what? This action of giving. I gave a gift. So don't be dumbfounded or don't get lost and pick him as the direct object. And now it is simple. Once we have identified the direct object, as knowing the indirect object is simple, so him will be the indirect receiver, the indirect object. So in this sentence, I gave him. Him is an indirect object. Him is not affected by the action. Him is affected by what? The gift. I gave a gift. So gift will be our direct object and him will be our what? Indirect object. Now, let me move now to another example. Mary told us a story. Now, what is told? Told is the predicate. Told is the verb. Now, Mary told us a story. This means that now this action here that Mary has done affects directly the story. I don't know if you're getting my point. This action Mary told us makes no sense. Because then Mary told us, what is the word told, which is the predicate, affecting? Told does not affect these people who are here. The subjects on this us are not affected by this action that Mary has done. So it is Mary told a story. A story will be our direct object. Mary told a story. And now us will be indirect. So be very keen when identifying indirect objects. They are very critical. They require you to be sharp and use your inner common sense. That is now the conscious properly so that you will understand the indirect and the direct object. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your place to be. This is your hub of knowledge. I must make sure that English is a place or English is a good thing that comes into your mind. Remember, English is a language which is international. You need it. You need it as you need mother tongue. Nevertheless, good people, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.